Good morning, everybody. It's me, Aggie, and I just wanted to share some quick color wheel tips with you. Hopefully this glare isn't too bad. I've got two different ones I'm looking at here. This one, you can actually buy a set of these at Dick Blick. I think it comes in a pack, or it used to anyway. I haven't checked recently. But you can get a set of I think 24 of these at a pretty reasonable price. What I like about this one is it's, on the back, it's got the list of the primary colors, red, yellow, and blue, the secondary colors, orange, green, and violet, and the tertiary colors. And that can be a little bit difficult if it's a new concept to you. It's kind of hard to remember this, but at the very least, if you just start with red, yellow, and blue, you can kind of figure it out from there, because like here, red and yellow, these two primaries make this secondary color. Blue and yellow make green, blue and red make violet. So you can always just start with that and go from there. So what I wanted to share with you on the color wheel, so this is a large one that you can buy on Amazon. And I'll be honest, I forgot about this stuff right here. Let me get a piece of paper to separate it so you can see. Get a blank piece of paper. Hello, who do I have here with me? I didn't even think anybody would be up. So I just want to talk about this part of the color wheel and how cool this is. If you have not looked at this, you guys, you got to check this out. Let me show my comments and see who's here. Oh, nobody's commented yet. Good morning. Tell me who's watching. Maybe nobody, actually. I thought there was somebody. Okay, so it's got the three primaries, red, yellow, and blue. What happens if you add red to a color, or yellow to a color, or blue to a color? Okay, and the reason why I want to point this out is because this is how you can get some beautiful grays, beautiful neutral grays. So let's start. My favorite neutral gray is blue and orange, believe it or not. So let's see, how did I do that? If I go to orange, right, put the orange on top, and then add blue. Find the add blue, which is right here. Add blue. So right there, I'm going to make this really obvious here. Right? We're just adding blue to orange. Of course, I got reflection. If I did that, would that help? No, not really. What if I turn the light off altogether? Actually, that's not bad. I thought it just seems kind of dark in here, but I guess that's not bad. And I don't know, can you see that beautiful gray? It's a really perfect gray. So that's one way to get it. And you can also, so let's say you want to figure out what is another gray. So what we're doing here with this is we're taking a primary and adding it to a secondary. The other secondaries are green and purple. And I remember that sometimes by thinking about Mardi Gras. Mardi Gras is purple, green, and orange. That's what helps me. So if I want to, let's see. If I want to see the next one, another really good gray one, it's yellow and purple. And for that, I usually think about Easter. So I'm going to put the yellow on top, turn my color wheel so that the yellow is on top, right? Hi. Hi, Liz. And somebody else is watching. Oh, Liz, you got a long day of appointments. I hope it goes well for you, sweetie. Probably with your dad, right? So one thing I want to point out super quick, I think I mentioned this the other day. Look at what happens when you add black to yellow. You get this beautiful green. So remember that. Cool yellow with black gives you this really, really nice green. This is really great for watercolor painting or acrylic painting. And that's actually a very nice leaf color. So anyway, that's not what I wanted to show you. What I wanted to show you is yellow and purple. What happens if I mix yellow and purple? And the reason why I know that yellow and purple are complements is because of this color wheel. Let me move this up. Oh, not quite all the way. So, and purple is called violet on the color wheel. So the opposite of yellow is violet. And I can't turn this thing to put purple on the yellow. So I have to go the other way. I have to put my purple on top, my violet on top, and turn the wheel until I add yellow to it. Okay. So if I have violet on top and turn the wheel to add yellow, I get this weird color. And that is a gray, believe it or not. And it's also, it's kind of a really warm green. It's kind of a green. It's a very muted, it's a nice fall color, wouldn't you say? But that is how you'd get, a lot of times, depending on your exact shade of purple that you're using, specifically if it's really blue, a bluish violet, then you're going to get a true gray. And also depending on your yellow, there's so many different yellows, there's so many different violets and purples and blue violets that you're going to get quite a range of different options depending on the exact pigment that you are using. But that's a good one to keep in mind. Yellow and violet are opposites, and it's a great way to get a muted, a gray tone, or, to desaturate. And the other one is, okay, so we did, first we did, what did we do first? We did orange and blue, right? I'm going to write that down. Orange and blue. Good morning, Denise. I bought this color wheel on Amazon. And if you do a search in our group, just do use the magnifying glass icon and search color wheel. You'll find probably all kinds of stuff inside of our group about the color wheel. So orange and blue. Maybe I'll put the primary first. Blue plus orange. It makes a really nice gray. The other one that we just did was yellow and purple. So I'm going to put the primary color first, P for primary, yellow plus violet. This pen is running out. Everything that can go wrong. That's another way to get gray, right? These are the primary. So then the other primary color would be red, because we're talking about primaries here. This is the primaries. And what you're going to notice too, if I put a line like this, these are the primary, and these become the secondary colors. These are the secondary colors. So what do you think is the next one that would go here? We got blue and yellow. Those are two primaries. What's the other primary? Seeing if you guys are with me. Anybody? The other primary. I'm going to wait and see if I get an answer. Actually, the answer is showing right here. It's red. So if I put my red on top and spin this thing around, the opposite of red is green. So I'm going to write red. The opposite of that, which is a secondary color, is green. And what do you think that's going to give us? So if I put red on top and I want to add green to it, I don't have a tab to add green. Instead, I have to go to green and add red. And that's what we get. Now it looks really strange. I don't know. It looks like brick red. If I had to call it a color, if I had to call it something, I would say that this looks like brick red. But if I add more, if I add more green to that, it's going to look more gray for sure. So that's really all I wanted to point out to you. I wanted to point out how you can get grays from complements. That's what we're talking about here. Now I want to point out something else to you. So this color wheel this is based on the primary colors being red, yellow, and blue. So this is a primary color wheel, the traditional kind. But in reality, with our paint pigments, and when you think about the color, the inks that are in a printer, we don't have inks. We don't use a red ink in a printer. We use magenta, right? And we don't have blue like this. It's cyan. So the colors in a printer, if you had a color printer, I'm just going to write that down. Color printer ink. Are yellow, cyan, and magenta, right? Oh, and black. Those are and from these inks, that's how we get our beautiful color prints, right? So where is magenta and cyan on the color wheel? That's what I wanted to share with you. Because sometimes we're not using red, we're going to use magenta, but they don't have magenta on here. And they don't have cyan on this color wheel. Now there are color wheels available. You could buy I think it's called a CYM color wheel on Amazon. They do have them available, but I'm going to save you a few bucks. You can get this on Amazon, and if you want to get it, that's great, but I'm going to save you a few bucks. You don't have to get it because cyan is blue-green. It would go right here. And magenta is red-violet. It would go right here. So that's what I want to point out to you. Magenta on the color wheel. On the color wheel. Sometimes my brain doesn't want to write. Is red-violet. And I have talked about this before, but just that I would point it out again. Cyan on the color wheel is blue-green. And if you want to write that on yours, put a piece of tape or something. we could probably put a little tab here of some sort. Maybe if I had white tape, it would work better, but good morning, Christina. How are you? Let me get my scissors. Oh, I have to walk around because of my cord. Hold on. Oh, I should just stick a Post-it note on here. That's what I should do. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's do the easy way. I'm just going to put a tab. I'll fold it a little bit too, so it doesn't stick out quite so much. Oh, I put it on the wrong thing. Hello. I don't think I'm fully awake yet. Oh, what is wrong with me? I keep putting it on the wrong thing. Okay, cyan. And this one is magenta. Did you guys know this already? Maybe you knew this already and you're like, Aggie, why are you telling us stuff we already know? Oh, I did this wrong, didn't I? Yeah, I did it the wrong way. I am not awake enough, apparently. Magenta. Okay, so I have upgraded. I have upgraded my color wheel. Now it's CYM color wheel. Easy peasy, right? So that means now when I, let's say, let's say I've got magenta as one of my tubes of paint. I've got my primary magenta right here. So this would be the color that I would mix with, whatever. If I mix this magenta with a yellow green, I know they're going to complement each other, and I'm probably going to get a gray of some sort. I don't know exactly what it would be until I would mix it together. I don't think that's on here, is it? No, there's not a window hole for me to do that. However, we could make our own if we wanted to. But and same thing with now cyan. The opposite of cyan is like a red orange. Or essentially orange. So that's it, my friends. It's pretty simple. That's really all I wanted to show you. Let's see if there's anything on the back that would help us with that. No, not really. Any questions, you guys? Did you guys know this already? Who is this? Who else joined us? Hello, hello. Yeah, and if I look right now on Amazon, I'm going to see how much they're charging for that one now. Amazon color wheel. Hold on. I'm sitting at my desk. You can't see me. Okay. It's $9.50 for this 9 1/4 inch one. I could probably just share this link right now here. Copy. Here it is. So there you go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to. Oops. That's not what I wanted to put in there. Copy link. Link copied. There we go. All right. So that's it, you guys. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you have a fabulous day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.